how long your present secretary has been with you?
Oh, of course you may. Miss Carpenter has been in my employ 8 years as of May. I remembered I hired her right after Mother's Day 8 years ago.
Oh, well, I suppose it's none of my but... Mr. Toddle, 8 years is a long time.
Yes, it is. They were good years. She's been a very good secretary. It's just I don't want her to be my secretary anymore. Now, may I take the reins of this interview? I mean, if you're done with your questions. Oh. You're a little overqualified.
Is that a problem?
Got a bachelor's degree.
In English Lit. I thought I wanted to teach, but then I didn't want to teach. I've always fantasized about one day running my own business, and yours is just the kind of company that... Mr. Toddle, I'm sorry, but do you really think it's such a good idea interviewing possible replacements for your secretary when she doesn't even know that she's about to lose her job?
Now that should be any concern of yours, Miss Gallagher.
When were you going to tell her?
As soon as I hired a new secretary.
And what if she comes back here too early and catches me? She'll wonder who I am.
I've sent her all the way across town. She isn't coming back for quite some time.
It just doesn't feel right to me.
Well, sorry if I may.
And besides, Mr. Toddle, the employment agency didn't say that I'd be interviewing for a position that isn't even available yet.
You're right. I wasn't upfront with the agency. In fact, I lied. To be honest with you, Miss Gallagher, I'm dreading having to fire her. But it has to be done. I just have to find the right time, do it under proper circumstances. Her sister's been visiting from out of town, and then there was Thanksgiving last week, and I'm not a bad person, Miss Gallagher. It's just I can't work with her anymore.
What's wrong with her?
Well, it wouldn't be right for me to.
But how will I know if I'm prone to make the same mistakes that she did?
She didn't make mistakes. It's not about mistakes. I apologize, Miss Gallagher. Things have gotten a little off track, and I'm very sorry.
You don't have to apologize, I suppose.
I'm really a very nice person, Miss Gallagher. You would come to realize that once you get to know me. This is very difficult for me, Miss Gallagher.
Are you talking about the fact that you have to fire your present secretary? You're deeming the reason that she has to go?
Well, everything, really. We've spanned, as I said,
8
years together. I mean, there are a lot of marriages that don't last that long. Well, you see, and I'll just put it out there, because I'm nothing if not an honest broker. That's why my consulting business has done so well. I just tell people the truth, and they appreciate the fact that I'm upfront, yes, with them. So, here's the thing. Miss Carpenter,
Huh?
She gives me nightmares.
You mean literal middle of the night nightmares?
That's right. Miss Carpenter gives me nightmares. It's not something they're proud to admit. I told a couple of people. I told my doctor.
Oh, your psychiatrist.
my family doctor. I told my family doctor that I had nightmares about my secretary.
And was he the one that suggested you let her go?
Oh, of course not. I would prefer not to let her go. It's just nightmares aren't going away, and I'm a real zombie without a good night's rest. And the whole situation has just become intolerable. So here's the story, and I told you more than I had to. I hope other applicants will make me. The whole situation is quite embarrassing.
Of course, you've yet to tell me the reason why she gives you nightmares.
Don't make me think about it. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh God.
What is it?
It's her. It's her. Oh, she's back already! She couldn't possibly have driven all the way across town and got back here this quickly.
Where did you send her?
To Manny's, the man's clothing store. I told her I need a new braided belt. The doctor got my last one. I sent her to Manny's. It's all the way by the airport.
There's a new Manny's. It's just opened on Elm Street, not too far from here.
Elm Street? There's new Manny's on Elm Street?
The ads were all over the TV. Didn't you see the one with the horse wearing the bow tie?
This is didn't see the horse. I never saw the horse. Oh, she's getting out of the car. She got my belt. She's such a good damn secretary. Look how quickly she got that belt.
I think I have to go.
Oh, no, you can't go that way.
Is there another way?
Here, climb out of the window.
What?
Climb out of the window.
Mr. Tuttle, are you insane?
Yes, I'm insane. This whole situation has made me certifiable. You should be going. You should be staying. I need to do this. I have to fire her. Sit down, I need a witness.
I'm not comfortable with this, Mr. Tuttle.
What if I hire you right now? Right on the spot. What if I do that?
I'm not even sure I want this job, Mr. Tuttle.
Of course you do! And I'm positive you won't give me nightmares. Oh, she's in. She says she's hanging up her coat just like in the night bird. She puts her coat on the bag. And she puts her purse in her desk. And then she opens the door. There it is.
It? There? What is?
Mr. Tuttle? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had someone in your office.
That's all right, Miss Carpenter. I see you got the belt.
What a lovely store, Mr. Tuttle. I thought of getting something for my brother while I was there for his birthday. But I knew you wouldn't want me to dawdle. Hi, I'm Beatrice Carpenter, Mr. Tuttle's secretary. And you are?
Gina Gallagher.
Oh, lovely to meet you, Gina. So you're hiring us?
I beg your pardon?
Established business or startup?
I don't know how to answer.
Miss Gallagher isn't a potential client, Miss Carpenter.
She isn't? Oh!
Oh, ha ha ho. What?
Mr. Donald's dating again. How nice. Mr. Donald, take her to that new steak place in Oakdale. It's very lovely and quite romantic. I mean, for a steakhouse.
Thank you, Miss Carpenter, but I'm not. What are you doing, Miss Carpenter?
The socket. It itches.
Could you do it somewhere else, please?
Sure, certainly. Here's your belt, Mr. Donald. The receipt's in the bag, and you can just pay me whenever you want. I put it on my credit card. Lovely to meet you, Miss Gallagher. I hope to see more of you.
Yes, thank you. Was that it? How did she do it?
She never told me, and I never asked. 3 weeks ago, Monday morning, she walks in wearing an eye patch.
Could it be some kind of affectation? I mean, she mentioned socket, but maybe she was kidding. Maybe she's got a fully functioning eyeball under there.
An affectation?
Like she's chosen to wear the patch as some kind of accessory.
Oh, I never thought of that. No, that would be very odd.
Yes, but perhaps she might take off the patch and end the affectation if you asked her to, especially if she didn't mean the difference between keeping a job and losing it.
How would I go about asking her such a thing?
Well, you just have to come right out and ask her. You can't beat around the bush with something like that.
So I just...
Ask her. That's right.
How would you put it? I mean, if it were you.
I would simply say, Miss Carpenter, I was wondering how you came to lose your eye, if that is, you feel like telling me right now. I'd be very polite about it and give her the benefit of the doubt that unfortunate circumstances have put her in this situation.
And that she isn't just wearing that eye patch to give me night sweats. Huh. It's very good. Very good. Probably you should be the one to ask her.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, you're a perfect person to do it. Let us assume that you, my new girlfriend, who's to say isn't by nature a very frank and forthcoming kind of person, and that's your kind of in love with?
Well, I suppose that would work. Of course, at some point you'd have to tell her that I'm not your girlfriend. And then what would you say that I am? I mean, assuming that she's willing to take off the patch in order to keep her job.
Why don't we cross that bridge when we come to it? Miss Carpenter, could you step in here, please? Miss Carpenter, my girlfriend has a question she would like to ask you. Ask away, Gina. My girlfriend.
Miss Carpenter, I was wondering, because I'm a nosy sort of person.
Very nosy, very curious. These are the things I like about her.
How you came to lose your eye?
How sweet of you to ask. You see, it was a freak accident. During my vacation last month, I found myself in the path of a stray tranquilizer dart at the Wild African Safari. It's next to Epcot. I was just sitting in the car and bam! I suddenly have one less working eyeball and one hell of a personal injury lawsuit. It just falls right into my lap. The lawsuit, not the eye. Mr. Toddle, I was going to tell you before the end of the day, but I think this is as good a time as any. The settlement check from the lawyers at the animal park arrived yesterday, and I must say it's very generous. I won't need to work here anymore, and this is my 2-week notice. You like it? It's very stylish, isn't it? Very soft. Velour in the inside. Feel that, Nat? Oh! Are you okay, Mr. Toddle? Sit down. I'll get you a glass of water.
They'll never stop now. Every night. Until I die.
I have to go.
Oh, please don't go.
I've decided I don't want the job.
Don't leave me alone with her.
I really should go.
Please be my secretary.
You don't want me, Mr. Toddle.
I want you. You're perfect.
I'm not perfect.
What's wrong with you?
I have a wooden leg.
Oh God.
That's right. Knock on wood.
Oh. Well, is it the whole leg, or are you just wearing a bag?
I can't be here anymore.
Mr. Toddle, what's wrong? Your girlfriend seemed upset.
We broke up. It was destined to happen.
Oh, that's okay. You'll find someone else.
Mhm.
Why don't you try on your new belt?
Sure. I should try on my new belt.
Yes. I won't be a stranger to you, Mr. Toddle. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Don't you worry.
You do that, Miss Carpenter. You do that.